on her third speech, in which the goal is to get to the point. As Makena has begun practicing the hobby of adulting lately, she has come to find that the dark side of materialism is quite relevant in the normal adult lifestyle. However, there is a way out. With spring cleaning upon us, and the theme of Wake Up, please join Makena as she tries to persuade you all to join her towards the simple life. Her speech is 5 to 7 minutes.
Good morning, Toastmasters, welcome guests. Adulting is the action of doing grown-up things. For example, having a 9-to-5 job, or paying your bills on time, or at least appearing well-kept and groomed. So that's all good. It's really simply gaining and keeping more responsibilities. So that's a great thing. It's good to have. However, there's also a dark side of adulting. The side emerges as an individual begins to make more money. As the individual makes more money, they're able to buy more things. So they make more money, they accumulate more stuff. And as they kind of get into this habit of buying things, it kind of accentuates itself. And so as you make more money, you buy more things, or you work more, you buy more money, you work more to make more money, to buy more things. However, then the need to buy more things calls for the need for more money and the need for more work. So it's a vicious cycle, and it can get tricky. So one day I got a little carried away doing my adulting thing, and actually our guest Mike helped me out, and I bought a condo. and so I thought that was on the responsible side of adulting. I own a property now. I am not throwing my money away to a landlord. However, I could see the dark side slipping in slowly. I thought, oh, I have a condo now. I gotta put things in it. I gotta fill it with furniture. And look at this closet. It's so much bigger than my other closet. And I gotta put clothes in it. I can put so many more clothes in it. And if it wasn't for a few philosophies thought of by an old Chinese man named Confucius, that eventually stuck with other Chinese philosophers, that eventually came to the basics of Zen religion, that eventually made its way into the O by Oprah magazine, I might have continued down this path. Luckily, I was stopped. So what Confucius said was that life is actually very simple. It's us who insist on making it complicated. And we buy these needless things, and we just spend money, and then we spend more money to buy the newest version of the needless thing. And it's even with our relationships, when we get involved in relationships that don't necessarily bring joy or inspiration into our lives. So how do we stop this complicated lifestyle and begin living a more simple life? There are 3 main steps that can efficiently and actually accelerate your path towards living a simpler life. The 3 things include, number 1, buying less stuff. Number 2, decluttering your home. And number 3, simplifying your schedule. So the first thing is to buy less stuff. And actually, this is going to be the easiest part. It's the easiest way to control this, actually, is just don't go to the mall. Just don't even go there. Don't go to Target either. Never go to Target. You can always end up with 20 additional items at that place, so don't go there. If for some reason you do find yourself needing to go to the mall or needing to go to Target, though, it does give you a chance to practice these new concepts. So when you see an item that you're interested in, like a new pair of shoes, you think to yourself, do I really need these shoes? Do I just want these shoes, or do I need these shoes? Sometimes what's best, because sometimes I think to myself, yes, I need these shoes, I need them. So sometimes the best thing to be would be to say, okay, Makena, you can have these shoes if you still want them in a week. So leave the store, come back in a week if you still want it. 95% of the time, you're not going to be interested in those shoes anymore. You're going to be very happy without them. You don't need them. You just want them. So this is really a simple action that's going to already start saving you time, start saving you money, and there's going to be more space in your home. which actually brings us to the next step, which is decluttering your current house. Spring cleaning is amongst us, and the point here is to go through your house, to go through your bedroom, to go through your bathroom, your closets, your kitchen even, your storage, and most importantly, probably your garage. You're going to find things in there that you didn't even know you had. By the way, you don't need those things. And really the whole idea of this concept is to get rid of everything that you don't need. This is going to be a great exercise because what you're going to end up with is a more organized house, everything in its place. It's going to be more organized with a less stressful environment. And actually, it's easier to clean too, which everybody loves. It's quality over quantity with this one. Finally, simplifying your schedule. And I think for this group especially, this is going to be the hardest part because we're all very motivated. You're all naturally yes people. But at this point, during this practice, the answer is no. And it's not necessarily about cutting out Toastmasters or cutting out a workout class. It's more about looking out at your schedule to weed out the activities that don't benefit you. So you need to look out your schedule, and you need to find what truly brings you joy and value. And simple living is really about taking that necessary time and using it to the utmost way we can use it. It's about using it wisely. And you want your daily routine to be worth the time and energy, to be able to say no to commitments, so you can stick to the events that actually truly benefit you. Also, less Facebook, less social media, less TV. That'll save me personally about 10 hours of my week, automatically. So in the 1930s, an English economist, his name was John Maynard Keynes, he predicted we'd all be working 15-hour weeks. And people would be spending plenty of time on leisure activities because all of our material needs have been met. But the dark side of adulting can be persuasive. And we can get stuck in that cycle of wanting more, buying more, then needing to work again to buy more things. We're suffocating ourselves. And it all goes back to the overused yet very underutilized saying that less is more. And basically it's the stuff that you want. Doing without the stuff that you want can allow you to have the simple life that you need. And it's never too late.